All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And peace, love, and salutations to the Akim that's out there laboring, that's up the hopeful elect, that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And pretty much, I want to continue on what I was previously speaking about on a video concerning these Christians, man, that are pretty much coming at a high volume against this truth, and again, feelings are getting involved with it, okay, and pretty much, they have no knowledge, man, okay, but let me start off with real quick. Before I get into it, I want to pull the scripture real quick. Let's go to Romans chapter 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved. And pretty much, this is our heart and desire, really, okay? We're not out of the woods yet, man. So according to Christianity, they want to walk around talking about that they're saved already, man. Okay? When nothing has happened yet, man. You don't even understand pretty much what you're going to be saved from, man. Okay? This man, okay, the adversary, all right, we'll leave it at that. The adversary pretty much, is sharpening his sword as we speak, man. Okay? Detention centers are pretty much are open for business. Okay? And their pure intent is to have it filled to the brim, man. Okay? All right? They're outfitting their hired hands, so to speak, deputizing these people, okay? That pretty much they could be from militias, they could be from contractors, okay? Hey, these people are being outfitted with weaponry and resources, man. Okay, the bill pretty much has been passed, and trillions of dollars are going to be allocated for this specific event. Okay, i.e. Jacob's trouble, man. Okay, you see, but Paul here was speaking, okay, that what his heart's desire is, okay, all right, and it says, "For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge." And the zeal has always been there for you regular Latinos and Native Americans, man. Okay, why? It's because it's pretty much in your DNA, man, to serve the Lord, But we have lost our way, man. Okay, all right. The kingdoms were split. The northern kingdom to the southern kingdom was split. Okay, all right, and we pretty much have lost our way to the Lord, man. Okay, but the Lord said, man, that His teachers should not be removed into a corner anymore. All right, and your eyes shall see thy teachers, and the ones of the elect will say, "This is the truth. This is the way, and the way to go, man. This is the light." You see, okay, that's only for the elect. You 2/3 are not going to get it, man. Okay, but you people have a zeal. Okay, all right, to be to a certain extent, knowing that there's a higher power, understanding that the Bible is the standard of your daily life, but you people really open it up with understanding, open it up and read with understanding. Okay, most of you Christians walk around with the Bible like it's a trophy, man. Okay, you see, the pages are not even being turned. It's just a symbol, a symbol for you. Okay, that you're pretty much you're holier than thou, so to speak. Okay, all right, but do you understand what thou readest? You see, that's the big question, man. Okay, and you cannot know what you're reading until you be guided. Okay, you see, okay, you have to be guided, man. All right, but it says, right? They have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. For that they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, right? And that's what you do, okay? You're ignorant, not knowing, okay? You're ignorant of the Lord's will in the earth, man, okay? What's the Lord's righteousness, okay? What is pretty much, what is his characteristics, man, okay? All right? What does he render as recompense, man, for your deeds, man? Okay, what is he what is his order of recompense for what happened to us, man, as a people, man? Okay, you see, all right, we're pretty much are truly lost sheep, man. Okay, all right, but pretty much, man, the engine behind that was pretty much so-called that hired hand, so to speak, of the Lord, okay, all right, has to pay for that, man. Your oppressor has to pay for that, man. Okay, you people don't see that, you see, okay, but you don't understand the righteousness of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. Okay, the Lord has brought these evils upon his own people, man. You people don't even see it, man. Okay, all right. People want to sit here and talk about, Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, and don't understand that you're pretty much in the midst of that now. You can't even append that to any other people, man. Okay? But the Lord has brought these things upon you, man. And you're pretty much suffering a lot of these curses to this day, man. Okay? You see? All right? But it says, right, that you go on to establish your own righteousness. And what is your own righteousness, man? Was something that you have been manipulated to thinking you can do anything that you want to do and not have a recompense for it, man. Okay, here it is. You got people here that pretty much reverence Santa Claus over the Most High, man. Okay, you see, they'll reverence what Santa Claus can do for them, or what Santa Claus requires. Speaking about he knows when you've been good, he knows when you're bad, or so be good for goodness sake. That you go with that whole thing, man. You go along with the holidays, man. You go along with the dietary laws here. You can eat anything, man. All of these abominable foods that the Lord said not to eat. You people, hock it up as delicacies, man. Okay, you see, all right. You're going to establish your own righteousness, man. And you Christians are pretty much just wing it, man. You're winging your life to destruction, man. That's ultimately what you're doing, man, because you don't have a teacher, okay? But all of a sudden now you got all these people now with their platforms. All of a sudden now they're teachers now, okay? All of a sudden now they're trying to teach us how to break the scriptures down. All of a sudden they want to go into the scriptures now when all this time they wasn't even going into those scriptures, man. Okay, you see, we're encouraging these people to try to even read more, man. Even though they don't have the zeal and they're not reading with knowledge, they're not reading with understanding, okay? But we're forcing the hand, though, man. We're forcing them to dive deeper in, okay? You see? But it says, they have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High, man. And that's the whole thing, man. And the first thing that they do is to pretty much repent and pretty much shed that old man, okay? But, hey, that's a little bit too much for a lot of these people out here, man. This is why these people, 2/3, are going to perish, man. Okay? All right? They're going to perish, okay? You people are stuck in your ways, man, of what you've been force-fed, man. Okay? You see? And any other way that you hear from from the point on that you heard it, is so foreign to you, man. It's so far-fetched from beyond any type of belief. You see? Okay? And we know that faith is a gift, man. Okay? So, these people don't understand, okay? Prophecy are pretty much are coming to pass. They're not observing the times, man. And we ultimately know, okay, the grandiose of prophecies, okay, which is the MOTB. You people don't even understand that, man. And what willpower do you have? What spiritual fortitude do you have to resist that, man. Okay? You see? All right? You're not going to tell me, and we understand that we may have to lay our lives as a living sacrifice, man, to deny that, man. To deny that MOTB, man. Okay? That's in the scriptures, man. Okay? There are people that are actually going to be martyrs for that, man. Okay? All right? You people are not built and equipped, okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Rashai to even stomach that, man. Okay? All right? Picture Auntie Hattie gonna go ahead and sacrifice and put her head in the guillotine, man. Okay? You know, your auntie or grandma. You know what I'm saying? Okay? You see? You know? But this is how we know that these people are going to fold in that time, man. Okay? Because their truth is not built on a solid foundation to begin with, man. Okay? And even when it's presented, man, they don't even know how to even handle that, man. Okay? All right? They don't even understand the judgment for taking it, man. You see? Okay, so you people are getting in your feelings and get caught up in your feelings, man, and there's so much more to this whole thing, and all you can try to conjure up is hate. And here it is that you people are a bunch of hypocrites because you cherry pick what hate is, man. Okay? Hate is in your face and you're not calling it out as a so-called devout Christian. Okay? You don't call out hatred in the earth when you see it. Okay? You're not calling it out, man. Okay? You're being manipulated and programmed to be a parrot and to point out what you feel is which is offensive, which is really a stern warning from the Lord, and you want to consider it hate, man. You see? You see how things have been turned upside down like the potter's clay, man. You know? All right? You see? So from there, you know, okay, you people want to establish your own righteousness, but the Lord has something in store for you people, man. Okay? This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 10. Right? To whom shall I speak and give warning, that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of Yahweh is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it. Okay, because these things have fallen on virgin ears, and then when they hear it, because they're mixing Western society mentality with what the old Eastern way was, they're offended, man. Okay? They're offended. You see? Okay? The people's minds have been seduced, man, to their own destruction, man. That's ultimately what that means, man. Okay? But they have no delight in this word. This is why these people are pretty much bucking up, man. Okay? In these last days, man. Okay? All right? They're not even saying, oh, you know what? The things that these brothers were talking about of years ago, oh, it's coming to pass, man. But by the time you people even realize that, man, it's going to be too late, man. Okay? You see? It says, therefore, I am full of the fury of the Lord. I am weary of holding it in. And I will pour it out upon the children abroad and upon the assembly of young men together. For even the husband with the wife shall be taken, and the aged with him that is full of days. So the Lord always sent his prophets out, man, before that day of reckoning, okay? Judgment comes, man. You see? And here it is now. You know, this time was the time of the Babylonians now, but now we're coming into the time now where the daughter of Babylon, man, is going to come and do these same acts, man. Okay? So you want to speak about history pretty much repeating itself, man? We're going to see it, man. Okay? But the Lord said that this time is going to be like a time of never before, man. Okay? Okay? The time that's coming is you can't line it up with any other time, man. Okay? You see? You know? It says, and their houses shall be turned unto others with their fields and wives together. Right? Okay? For I will stretch out my hand upon the inhabitants of the land, saith Yahweh, man. Okay? And this is pretty much what's going to happen, man. Okay? All right? This is not a joke, man. All right? The Lord ultimately has this man sharpening his sword, man. Okay? All right? The Lord ultimately has this man that's going to have his last go around, okay, to pretty much come down on you jakes out there, man. Okay? You see? This is what he's prescribed, man. All right? It says, from the least of them even to the greatest of them, everyone is given into covetousness, and from the prophet even to the priest, everyone dealeth falsely. And all you people deal falsely with the Lord and what the Lord's will is, man. Okay? All right? Through lies, man. Through lies, through deception. Okay? All right? You know, the Lord said, man, the deceiver and the deceived are his, man. You see? We get our people being deceived and deceiving, man. Okay? But at the end of the day, you're dealing falsely, man. Okay? You see? There's no depth to what you Christians pretty much deem as truth, man. There's no depth to it, man. Okay? You see? Everything is just then layered and then that can be easily debunked, man. Okay? You see? All right? It says, they have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people, slightly saying peace, peace, when there is no peace, man. And that's what pretty much the heads of you people have done. You pastors, man. You're speaking about peace, peace, man, and no peace is coming, man. Okay? You don't see any peace on the horizon, man, in this type of climate that we're in, man. Okay? All right? Things are pretty much being ramped up, man. All right? And you people still don't understand what the hell is going on, man. All right? You see? Right? You people are still on prosperity, man. You still think you pretty much got a fair shake in this place. Okay? When the Lord said to pretty much depart from her, because this is not our rest, man. Okay? There's no rest for us here, man. Okay? Spiritually and physically, man. Okay? But you have to remove yourself spiritually from the idea of this place, man. Okay? Because the iron gates are pretty much coming down, man. Okay? All right? The fantasy land that you people have been sold is pretty much no more, man. Okay? It's being revealed, man. Okay? You know, the turning the lights down. Okay? The bars pretty much swept and mopped. You know, they're turning over the stools. Okay? You know, this man is about to have his last hurrah, man. All right? All right? Against you people, man. All right? The Lord is pretty much going to send this man against you, man. Okay? It says, were they ashamed when they have committed abomination? Nay, I tell you, they were not at all ashamed. And you people are not ashamed of any type of abominations that you people do, man. You relish in your wickedness, man. That's the new thing with engineered black culture, man. Okay? All right? You people relish in your abomination, man. You think it's of a great deed, man. Okay? You know, there's a real strong, sinister undertone, man, with how the people are dealing in society, man. Okay? You know? But the Lord said, man, you are not ashamed when you cannot commit an abomination. Okay? It says, neither could they blush. Therefore, they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, saith the Lord. Okay? You people are going to be cast down, man. And this is ultimately the Lord's characteristic of his judgment with people when they don't hearken to his word, man. Okay? You see? All right? You people don't align just history in itself with these scriptures, man. Okay? You pretty much separate the scriptures from reality, man. Okay? All right? You people can't even and point out what was going on at particular times in these scriptures, man. Okay? You have to really get into it and really, but it's not for you to do that, man. Okay? So why would you come up against men that can pretty much give you the full and exact truth, man. Okay? All right? You see? You people get caught up in words and say, oh, the Old Testament, New Testament, and then, like I said, hey, the Lord is still dealing with the Lord is dealing with the whole volume of the book, man, because it's written of him. You see? Right? It says, thus say the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they say we will not walk therein. You see, you got to find the old way, man. Right now it's to find the old way, man, and ask for the old paths, man. Okay? for you to get totally in line with the Lord, with the Lord, you have to go through this, man. Okay? All right? Because why? It's because you're going to find rest for your souls, man. Okay? But you are not walking that way, man. You people don't have no delight in this truth, man. Okay? You know? You still want to kick the can down the road. You want to sweep, the dirt under the rug. You know? Okay? When the Lord's pretty much gonna unmask and reveal all things, man. You know? Right? It says, also, I have set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they say we will not hearken. And the trumpet is being blown like a mug, man. Okay? Right? All right? Ultimately, watchmen have been set over you, man. Okay? And pretty much, man, we're seeing now an uptick in the people come up against this truth. But guess what? Our job is being done because we are hawking. We are pretty much blowing the trumpet, and you people do see it. Okay, all right. You do hear the trumpet, man, but you're not actually hawking, man. Okay, you're not acting on it. You see, all right. So pretty much, man, you people are really getting a whiff of what your salvation could be. Okay, so when the Lord renders judgment, man, it's not gonna be no excuses, man, because you have heard this word, man. So we're doing our job. It says, right? Therefore hear ye nations and know, O congregation, what is among them. Okay, and this is gonna be in the sight of the nations, man. What the Lord has gonna do to you 2/3, man. Okay. You see? And hear, O earth. Right? So he's saying, ye nations, O congregation, and O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened to my words, nor my law, but rejected it. You see? Okay? So much for what you people are speaking about, the law being done away with, even though this is still in the Old Testament, though, but it has nothing to do, have no bearing on your understanding of what you believe Acts the 10th chapter is, man, with Cornelius, man. Okay? The pastors like to go into that and like to tell you that all things are clean now, but it's not the case, man. Okay? It's just the fact that you people have a very small understanding on what's really going on, and you don't look at things through a spiritual lens, man. Okay? Okay? You don't understand allegories. You don't understand figuratively. You don't understand, parables. Okay? You see? All right? You people can't discern between any of them. You see? Okay? Right? It says, to what purpose cometh there to me incense from Sheba, and a sweet cane from the far country? Your burnt offerings are not acceptable, nor your sacrifices sweet unto me, man. And we can knock into this modern day age, man. Okay? All right? How you people are making sacrifices to the Lord and those holy houses, man, what you want to call churches, man. The ultimate monuments of failure that are set up on every broken corner, every other corner that's broken, okay? In the neighborhoods that you live in, man. Okay? All right? When you walk out there, man, hey, man, in some of them, yeah, you potentially something could happen, man. Okay? All right? That is not cleaning up, your community, man. These churches, man. Okay? You see? Right? It says, therefore saith the Lord, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, and the fathers and the sons together shall fall upon them. The neighbor and his friend shall perish. Thus saith the Lord, behold, a people coming from the north country, a great nation shall be raised from the sides of the earth. You hear that? Okay, well, this time right here was the Babylonians now. Now you're going to have the daughter of the Babylons being raised up, man, to come up against you people, man. Okay? Right? All right? Now this whole chapter right here is dealing with the Lord wanting you to hearken unto him through his prophets. Okay? And because you don't hearken, he's going to send judgment upon you. And the judgment upon you is going to be a nation that he rises up, man. Okay? To come up against you, man. Okay? This is pretty much what we've been telling you from since day one, since we've been out there, man. Okay? This is how the Lord operates, man. Okay? All right? When the Lord gets ready to get sick and tired of you people not hearkening, man, then he's going to have them let loose, man. He's going to give them a charge, the scriptures say, man. Okay? All right? So this man's going to have his own will, his free will, right, to do what he intends to do, which is destroy you, man. He's gonna have free range of doing that, man. Okay, all right. But the Lord said, man, right, and people coming from the north country, and the great nation shall be raised up from the sides of the earth, and they shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy. Okay, and the lines right up with hey, they're gonna not be sparing none, right? You see? Okay? Their voice roareth like the sea, and they ride upon horses, set in array as men for war against thee, O daughter of Zion. Okay? So this is what the Lord has prescribed for you people for not hearkening, man. Okay? It's just that simple. Okay? According to you Christians, man, what is the end game? Okay? You want to sit here and try to debunk the truth, though, but you have no end game. Okay? You know, like you think that this is going to continue on, and you people are continually going to sit here and try to make it in the society, somehow, some way, through the guise of the prosperity doctrine. Okay? You're going to run into some money. I don't know, hit the lotto, whatever way you people think that the Lord is dealing with you because you receive benefits, man. Okay? And you still don't know the Lord. Right? It says, therefore have we heard the fame thereof. Our hands wax feeble. Anguish have taken hold of us as pain and as a woman in travail. And right now you're hearing the fame, but you people are just like passing it on by, man. You're hearing about the ICE coming. You hear about detention centers. You're hearing about this man pretty much grabbing people up off the streets, man. Okay? You're hearing the fame of it, man. Okay? You're hearing the fame of things that have happened to you as a people in times past, man. Okay? But you people don't even consider. Okay? You don't consider that there's been a ongoing covert operation against you people, man. Okay? You see? Right? But pretty much, man, hey, all right, here you go. I want to skip a couple verses, get to the point. Well, let's continue. Right? It says, verse 26, O daughter of my people, girt thee with sackcloth and wallow thyself in ashes. Make thee mourning as for an only son. Most bitter lamentation, for the spoiler shall suddenly come upon us. Okay? And pretty much when you read the book of Lamentations, man, was actually the finished product of a broken and defeated people, man, which is you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay, that's what the Lord is pretty much rendering on you people, man. It says, verse 27, I have set thee for a tower and a fortress among my people. Speaking about the prophets, that thou mayest know and try their way. And this is what we're trying to do with knowing and trying your way. Okay? And when you don't hearken, what happens? We're going to tell you about yourself, man. Okay? You see? All right? Right? It says, they are all grievous vultures, man. You people are just rebels, man, out there, man. We understand that, man. Okay? The Lord said that you wouldn't even listen to him. Okay? Right? Right? You're all grievous revolters walking with slanders. And that's what you people doing. You're walking with slanders, man. Preconceived notions, things, that what you have experienced with them is pretty much going back, to what you envisioned, the 90s style men that used to be out there. Okay? cursing Esau out, and that's what you look at it, man. When the men are pretty much out there teaching, man. Okay, you see, all right, but you people are a bunch of parrots. You take something and you run with it, man. You heard this, oh, you heard them say that though. Yeah. They do the same thing, and people just run with the slanders, man. You see, right? It says they are all grievous revolters, walking with slanders. They are brass and iron. They are all corrupters, man. You people are brass and iron, man. Okay, you people are trapped in a box, so to speak, man. Okay, you see, all right. You people are pretty much a cold spirit, man, so to speak, man. Okay, wicked. You see, okay, all right. And the Lord is getting tired of you jakes out there, man. Okay, getting tired of you jakes out there, man. Because like I said, listen. The only thing, a hard head leads to a soft ass, man. That's an old saying, man. And that's how the Lord operates, man. You see? Okay? It says, the bellows are burned, the lead is consumed of fire, the founder melteth in vain, for the wicked are not plucked away. Reprobate silver shall men call them, because the Lord hath rejected them, man. Okay? And you people pretty much are reprobate silver, man. You people are still full of that dross, man. Okay, you see, and there's a full process, man, to really come to the knowledge of the Most High, man. Okay, once recognizing who you are, okay, then repenting and pretty much plucking away that old man. You see, okay. You have people that have done these things, but the latter, they have not put away that old man. Okay, so there's people, there's levels to this thing, and at the end of the day, man. Okay, you people are all gonna go through all of these levels. A lot of you ain't gonna make it, man. You see? Okay. And the main key is to humble yourselves, man. All right. But you people are pretty much all corruptors, man. All right, and and we see that, hey, man, you people are your conscience is seared with a hot iron, and you're gonna continue to walk with slanders, man. Okay, all right, you're gonna help fuel the fire, man, to lead towards that persecution, man. Okay, because you did it in the ancient time, and the same people coming back now. Okay, in these last days, man. Okay, but you people are pretty much gonna be. A lot of you 2/3, man, are going to be on the wrong side of history at the end of the day, man. But pretty much, man, I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.